Hey guys, what is up? This is MrCrayfish and welcome back to another device mod update. Now if you've been following me on Twitter, you would know what's going on, but if you're not, there has been a lot of changes since last time, and I also looked at the comments in the last video, and one of the probably one I saw the most was make the screen bigger. So that is one of the changes we're going to be looking at today, but there's also a lot as well that I've done towards basically creating an API and finalizing basically the whole application framework. Now before we go ahead, I've redesigned my office. I'm thinking I need to get a bit more of a professional setup, so we're going to take a little look at my new office right now.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah.
So I've decorated this with my other mods, and that is the furniture mod and also the community edition furniture mod, and I suggest you guys go check them out if you haven't already. Links will be in the description. But here we go, here's the laptop that we looked at in the last update video, and I'm going to show you guys the changes. So there's no physical changes to it. We're going to go straight into the laptop right now, and as you can see, the laptop screen is bigger. Now I'm using the large GUI scale size, so basically everything is a lot smaller, but if I actually put this back to the normal large, did I say large before? That was kind of like the normal one. This is the large version. As you can see, it's basically covering up the whole screen, so you can see a lot of it, but I'm just going to turn it, maybe we'll just keep it on that for now for this video's sake. So here is the laptop, and you're probably pretty familiar with it if you've seen the first video, and we're going to be taking a look at what I've actually done, because now it is actually possible to create applications. So in the last video it wasn't entirely possible, there's still some changes to do in the background, but now you can actually develop proper applications. So let's go ahead and let's open up this note stash, which I did show off in the last video, but now it is actually complete. So here we have note stash. We've got a couple of buttons here: new, view, and delete. What we're going to do is press new here. We're then presented with an area to enter a title in and a body text. So let's go ahead and let's just do like a reminder, like to do clean kitchen. Oh, all right. There's no you can't go back in your text, that you have to press backspace. And then here we can just do like I dropped cheese and crackers under the fridge, and then you go ahead, press save, and you'll notice that the note is now in the list here. If we go ahead and click on it, these buttons will be enabled, so we can click on view. So it's to do clean kitchen, I dropped cheese and crackers under the fridge, so that's a cool reminder for us. And then we've still selected it, and we can delete it if we've completed it. So once you've cleaned up the kitchen, press delete, and there we go. So this is a really basic application. Applications can get a lot more advanced than this, especially when you kind of write your own components, and that is an option for developers. You actually be able to kind of write your own components. So by default there's going to be a number of components you'll be able to use, such as this item list, buttons, text fields, text areas, and I'll show you in a second all the UI components that you can use. But this is pretty much the first application I've developed for the laptop, and it is really amazing that I've actually got to this stage. Now if you have any suggestions for this application, let me know down in the comments below. People have been saying to add an edit button, and that might be a good idea to add one in. But anyway, that's it for Note Stash. We're going to go ahead, and what we're going to do now is we'll take a look at the UI components, and then we've also just got one app left, which is the App Store. It's not finished, but I just want to show you the progress of it. So let's go ahead and open up the UI components app here, and this is simply just an example app. Now this app here isn't going to be on the laptop at all, it's simply just here to show you an example of all the types of components you can use to design your applications. Now as I said before, you will be able to write your own components if you're a developer, but these are just the default ones you'll be able to use to design your application. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at them now. So we've got the standard label, so you'll be able to write text in your application. We've got a loading spinner here, so maybe you might do some URL request, so you might make requests to a server or something like that. So a loading spinner is good because it usually takes longer than a second to get the data. We've got a button here, so you'll be able to put any text on it, then choose what action might happen when you press it. We've got arrow buttons here, so we've got left, up, right and down, so these could be used to scroll through something, I don't know, whatever you want to do. We've got the item list here that we've already seen, so we've got the items in the list. There is a bug I have to fix up. As you can see, it's not rendering the this kind of line at the bottom of this third item here. That will be fixed, but yeah, we've seen this already. And if there is more than that can fit in this list here, these buttons will actually work and we'll scroll through them. Down the bottom here, we've actually got checkboxes, and this is something that still need to be added, and it's a radio group. So if you actually put these checkboxes inside of a radio group, it will basically only allow you to select one of them, so you could have like a list of options. But if you say I click that on button, then I click this off one, this one here would turn off, and then the off one would be the one that's selected. We've seen this already. We've got the text field, so this is simply just basically a simple one line area to enter text. Then we've got the text area here, so this is multiple lines, and again developers can choose how long they actually want that to be. Below the text area here, we've got a progress bar, and this is currently set at 75% at the moment. So this could be used to when you're downloading something, or maybe you want to progress something on a screen. I don't know what you could use it for, but maybe you might need it in your application. It's basically, the ideas are unlimited, so it could be for anything really. Here we've got a slider, so this allows you to drag this across. So this would be really good for, like, if you're choosing a color, you could have RGB sliders, which is a really cool idea for it. It could also be maybe you want to, I don't know, it could be for anything, I don't know. So that's a slider. Over to the right here, we've got text. So this is basically so you can do paragraphs. We've got the label over here, which is only for single line, but the text over here is so you can have multiple lines and basically have a paragraph. Then below the text here, we've simply got an image component, and this allows you to put images into your application. The only downside to image is that they must be inside your add-ons resources folder. So if you decide to use the API and add an application, images are basically static. You can't dynamically include images into the application, but this might be changed in the future because there is a potential method for doing it. It's just a little bit kind of confusing, and now it is possible, but I don't want to make any promises in this video today. Alright, before we go check out the App Store, I probably just forgot one of the most coolest things I added. I can't believe I almost forgot this, but we're going to open up NoteStash here. Then we're going to open up the UI components as well. So basically, I've added in multitasking. So previously you could only open up one window at a time, but now you can actually open up multiple. So it's up to 5 windows is what I've limited it to, and I don't find a problem with that, because if you've got more than 5 windows open, it's kind of a little bit ridiculous, and there's not enough space in this laptop screen to really be able to work properly with 5 windows. But as you can see, this window here is actually rendering over the NoteStash. If we go ahead and just click on NoteStash here, it's going to bring that to the front, and now this is our working application. Still works like normal. We can add in our notes. We can then close that off. We're working on this. Might open up NoteStash again. Actually, I want to go back to the UI components. That's now rendering in front. And this is just amazing. This is just literally taking it to the next level, and it was quite hard actually getting this to work, but finally I figured it out. I got there, and wow. So that's it for that. Let's go ahead and let's quickly take a look at the App Store. So this is nothing final. I'm just playing around, trying to come up with some layouts that I like. But when we click on one of these applications in the list here, it will add the title up here, the author, and then the description. Below we've got a button to install. So when you click that, it'll probably take like a couple of seconds just to give a bit more realistic feel to it. and then it will display down in your taskbar below. Now nothing has changed with the settings here, but I'm just going to show you guys basically all the windows open together just to show you that it works correctly. So as you can see, you got Note Stash, we can go to settings, we can go back to UI components, App Store. How awesome is that? You just click on them, woo, and let's just close them all off. So that's going to end off this update today. I'm super excited about this. This is just turning out to be one of the best mods I've ever made, and you guys seem to be loving it a lot. Now if you have any ideas for apps, let me know down in the comments below, or you can send me a tweet on Twitter. Either way, I'd love to know what you guys think should be added to the laptop before the first release of the mod, because I really want to create some awesome applications to start this off, because I want to make this laptop useful. I really want to make it worthwhile. Also, if you're asking about the other device, it's still soon to be announced. I'm just waiting for it to arrive in the mail at the moment, and then I'm going to be doing an unboxing of it and showing you guys what the device is. So that's going to end it off. Let me know that you're excited by hitting that like button. Subscribe if you want to keep up to date with these updates, and I will see you guys later. Bye!